Queens, Sam here. I hope that you're doing amazing. Today, I want to be fully transparent with you and share things that I've done in the past and some that I'm still doing now to save money. There's some stuff that are, I guess, conventional, but there are a few things in there also that are really, I guess, particular. So, I'll be interested to know, which ones you have done and also what are other things that you have done to save money. And to me, number five is probably the one that people overlook the most, but they can save so much money by actually doing it. So I'll be definitely curious to know if you have done saving tip number five. Do let me know in the comments below if you have done it, or if maybe by watching my video today, that's something that you're going to be looking into. So I have my little list here. I'm going to be looking at my notes. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything, but in total I have 9 saving tips to share with you today. The first one that I did mainly when I was at university is 2-for-1 at fast food. I was a huge fast food junkie in my university years, and at the time, I'll be getting in the mail, McDonald's, Burger King, all of those fast food RVs, you name it. And they had meals 2-for-1, or sometimes like amazing deals. So I'll be just collecting that and essentially just timing when I go to order, that could be 2 meals in one. First of all, I was student, so money was tight, but I have to say also that even after my university years, when I was fully, I guess, considered as a professional, I was still doing it at times because to me, they were just offering amazing deals. Again, not the best for food, but time to time, homegirl needed just something really fatty to eat, and I just love those 2-for-1 essentially, and that really helped me save quite a bit back then. The second thing is that I did actually mostly in my professional years, early in my professional years, is the Groupon. So I don't know if you guys have heard of it. I know they were in the United States and also in Canada, but for me, Groupon was a way to actually discover new restaurants. So if you know me, I'm a foodie. So for me, just being able to get a discount at a restaurant that I'm actually maybe considering going was a great way. You just buy. You pay $20 and you can have $40 worth of food and drinks, that type of thing. I was a huge fan of that. To me, it really helped me save a ton and discover different places. So I was using it mainly for restaurants and also for well-being, wellness packages like spa, pedicure, manicure, facials. And I think for 4 or 5 years, I was huge on Groupon. And that really helped me save a ton and just have access to different services and try different things. I went a bit overboard at one point. I really had to have a list of all of my Groupon because as you may know, they have expiration date. So I needed to be on top of that and make sure that they don't expire on me. So I was really on a mission with my Groupon, and I would be inviting friends and be like, oh, I have a Groupon for this place, come, and everything. Was really, I liked it, but at one point I decided that okay, enough is enough. I kind of gave up on that. But again, amazing way to save for me at the time. The third thing is going natural. I'll say 4 or 5 years ago, I decided, okay, you know what? I've had enough of straightening my hair and doing all of those things. Just decided to chop it off and go natural. And to be honest, when I looked at it, maybe except at the beginning when I was trying to see which product really worked with my hair, where I ended up spending a bit more. But once I found my routine with my natural hair, I realized that I was saving a ton of money. I was not in and out hair salon. I was not dealing with hair stylists to straighten my hair and burn my scalp, all of those things. It was just perfect for me. And number 4 is also in relation of number 3 for me when it comes to saving tip is, as you can see, I have Dreadlocks, which I've started a little bit over 2 years now. Actually, no, almost 3 years. No, actually 3 years. And to me, it's just perfect. It's like the most hands off hairstyle that I've had in my life, and I just enjoy it. I just need to retighten my dreadlocks every other month, and other than that, it's, the maintenance is very minimal. It's just regular shampoo, taking care of my scalp, making sure that they stay moisturized, and that's pretty much it. Like, I can literally walk out of the door without even looking at my hair, because I know I can just, wipe a style with my hair really quickly. And I love it, and it makes me save a ton of money. And I'm so glad I don't need to braid my hair anymore. I don't need to wear any weaves. I don't do any crochet. That might change in the future, but for now, for me, it's been great, very in line with my lifestyle, and also making me save a ton of money. So now number 5, like I said, number 5 saving tip that I think most people overlook at is looking at your employer benefits book. Have you done that? So if you're working for an employer, chances are they have a benefits book, and that's something that we don't really look at, especially sometimes, as a new professional, like, you're entering the workforce, or you just wanna work and prove how great you are and everything. Take a look at the benefits book. It's just amazing thing that you can find in there. Like, for me, my previous employer was covering $1,000 of massage therapy per year. Can you imagine $1,000 that I could claim in massages? I was telling you, like, I worked for that employer for many years, and I was going to massage every other month. I enjoy massage, but I don't think I would have done it as much if I had to pay out of pocket than, having my employer covering $1,000 for massage. And same thing that goes for your like the dental, that goes for your medical, that goes for so many things that essentially you can find. Like, there are like some benefit books that are like treasure. So you need to know what's in there for you to be able to decide if you have to have a medical procedure, how you're going to be managing that, and making sure that essentially whatever is supposed to be covered by your employer is covered, so you don't get to spend that much money. So have a look at your employer benefits book if you haven't done it. Know it. I'm not gonna say know it by heart, but just note that each time that you have something, you can go back to it and look at it, right? Because there's some employers that cover, like, orthodontics, they cover psychotherapists, they cover occupational therapy, they cover so many things that you can't even imagine that they actually cover. And sometimes we assume that they're not going to cover it. Guess what? They're covering it. So have a look. Now, number 6 is really buying secondhand clothes. I've realized that essentially I'm not someone that really needs to have new clothes that much. I realized at one point that I actually had too many clothes, and I was always going to the same clothes. I'm like, what's the point of buying new clothes? So each time that I needed to buy some, like to add something to my wardrobe, I will rely more on a second-hand clothes. And to be honest with you, it's been a few years now that I haven't bought a single piece of clothing for myself, because I've decided that I had enough, and I actually had enough. If you have watched my financial benefits on decluttering, you know that I've been through a very intense decluttering of my place at the end of last year, and it was very painful because honestly, I just didn't realize how much stuff I had, and that also includes the clothing, and I gave away a lot of clothing. I still have a lot, but I really gave away a lot of clothing. So secondhand clothing for me works perfect, makes me save money, and I'm just totally fine with it. The other thing also when it comes to saving tip is I'm not someone who because the Joneses have bought like a Tesla, I need to buy it. As a matter of fact, when Tesla came out, I was like, I need a Tesla. I want to get a Tesla and all of those things. And I was really, and at one point I really had to question myself, but why do you need a Tesla? And I couldn't really justify the need for a Tesla because yes, I do own a car, but for me, the way I see a car is just to take me from point A to get to point B. honestly. Of course, with the Tesla, it's an electric car. You can do it, in a more eco-friendly way. But there are other cars out there that can do the same thing without costing that much money. And so I was just like, okay, well, seriously, you probably don't just want to buy it for the vibe, for the hype, and not so much because you need it or even you want it. So I had to be like very honest with myself and be like, you fine with your regular car to who's that is doing everything that you need perfectly. So that has made me save a lot of money. So I'm just taking the car as an example, but like there are so many other things. I'm not someone who wear brand. Like if you see me wearing brand, like brand name, probably someone has gifted to me, or like I was really able to get it at a like a discount, and I like the article, the clothing itself, or like the article itself much more than the brand. The brand just was just something on top of it. So I don't really spend my money much. Well, actually, I don't spend my money when in buying brand stuff. I know there are a lot of people, for them it's important that each and everything that they own is brand, which is fine. But to me, that was not where I was seeing my money being valued. There was no value that I was getting from putting my money into brands. So that's I think that's number 7. So now number 8 is really leveraging the Buy Nothing group. So I'm not sure where you're living, but in my neck of the wood, I was fortunate enough to have a Facebook group called Buy Nothing, where people were giving away stuff. So it was just amazing because instead of running to the store to buy each and everything, there might be someone giving it for free. And because they're in your neighborhood, you could walk to their place, or you can just like in a short car ride, be at their place and then get what you need. And I've leveraged that a lot, especially when I had my little one, to get like baby clothing, baby toys, all of those things that mothers, when the children are growing and they know they're not going to be having other children, they're giving away. Sometimes they'll try to sell it, but not on that particular group, because on that group it's really called Buy Nothing. So people give away stuff, and I've given away stuff myself as well. But that has made me save a ton of money, like even for furniture, for kitchen stuff, for bedroom stuff. Like it's just amazing. Of course, I'm not gonna go there and buy like panties. Actually, nobody's giving panties for free over there because hygiene. But like for other things, it was just fabulous, and I've leveraged it, and I will leverage it again, because I find it that it's an amazing way for the community to support itself, and just making sure that we also not putting things in the landfill when someone else can actually use it, right? And again, an amazing way to save money. I think that's number 8. The number 9, sorry, I was looking at my notes. I want to make sure that I'm not forgetting anything. But number 9 and last saving tip that I want to share with you is collecting points with my credit card. I'm a huge points collector with my credit card. I've done that over the years for travel and also for cash, which I've leveraged for groceries. So, and I'll be having another video sometime on the importance of determining your credit card strategy before you go for a credit card, because you're going to be having a credit card. Don't just go and get a credit card, but just make sure that it's in line with whatever you're trying to do. If you're trying to go on a big trip, trying to get a card with a nice bonus when you sign up for the card with the travel rewards that you can actually convert into money to buy flights. So I have saved a lot of money by doing that. I didn't create any expenses just because I had the card, but I knew that I would be using the card anyway to make purchases. So I might as well collect the points either for travel rewards or for cash. So again, when you convert that and you use that, whether for groceries when it's like cashback, or like for your gas when it's cashback, or like for flights when it's travel reward, it's nice. It feels really nice, and you feel like you have saved money, because most of the time there's not much from your pocket when you actually convert your points. So there you have it, 9 saving tips that I've done over the years, some that I still do right now. Be interested to know which ones out of those 9 you have done. which other ones, and share the crazy ones. Like, there is no right or wrong here, and you could inspire someone else. You can, what else that have you done to actually save money in the past, or that you currently doing that is really working for you? Let me know in the comments below. Again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I'm coming up very shortly with another interview of an amazing Black woman building wealth, also through real estate investing, but with another strategy than Evelyn, which I've interviewed in January. And so you don't want to miss that when it comes out. And until next time, keep on building wealth. Bye.